Now, Central Oregon's local alert weather with Chief Meteorologist Bob Shaw.
22 minutes before the hour now on this Monday morning, and all of Central Oregon is under a moderate air quality right now. There are a couple of spots that are under poor air quality, and they tend to follow that line down through Central Oregon. Particulate through there is a little bit heavier, and consequently that's an indication of where the heaviest smoke is this morning. So you'll have to contend with that. Now, unfortunately, there is a chance that we are going to add to that smoke. We have a red flag warning or a fire weather warning. They're the same thing that is in place for much of the eastern portion of our state. And it's mainly because, as you'll see in a moment, we're pushing some moisture northward out of Utah and California into Central Oregon. And we're going to move that in over some thunderstorm activity, over some warm temperatures, and that will create the possibility of some thunderstorms as we go through the afternoon. Well, this morning you can see some of that smoky haze that is out there. This is the view out over the lake at Black Butte Ranch, and that's the only thing that's really marred our view this morning. Clouds are going to build in through the course of the day, and again, coming in over that heat, that's going to be the chance of those evening and afternoon thunderstorms. Across the nation, not too bad. The Gulf Coast bracing for the arrival of Marco, the panhandle of Florida, already getting some thunderstorm activity, but that tropical storm is going to be working its way in, and it'll be followed by a hurricane named Laura. Well, here in the West Coast, here is that view of that moisture coming out of the south. Already we've seen a few spotty clouds here. We're going to move this in over the course of the afternoon, and that's where that chance of thunderstorms is going to come from. Now, over the next couple of days, you're not going to see a huge change in our airflow here in the Pacific Northwest. Consequently, we are going to look at a day tomorrow that'll be much like today. After that, that's when the airflow changes a bit, and we will see some relief from all of this. 93 at the Redmond Airport, 91 at the Bend Airport. Those were the highs yesterday. We're going to be a little bit cooler than that as we get through the afternoon today. Right now, it's a pretty mild start to the morning under what has been fairly clear skies. La Pine has dropped to 39 degrees. Warm Springs fell to 58 and has been locked in there, so most of us are in between those two. So winds around the state, and not bad at all. Generally, when we get a flow out of the south like this, our winds are pretty easy, and that's where they are right now. With the advent of some of those storms this afternoon, we are anticipating westerly winds at 5 to 15 miles per hour, and for some, it'll gust as high as 20 miles per hour. Highs will be in the mid to upper 80s for most today. We will see a couple of spots that'll hit that 90-degree mark, but overall, this will be a tad cooler than what you saw yesterday. Upper 40s to mid 50s for our overnight lows, and we're looking at low to moderate pollen counts today from tree and grass. Pollen isn't going to be your big challenge. The smoke is going to be a bigger challenge. We'll be back into the mid 80s going through the middle of the week, a little warmer on Friday, but a beautiful little cooling trend for the weekend.